Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Wednesday, March 25th. Hope everyone is having a fantastic morning here. Let's see what kind of profits today we can extract from the markets and see if we can hopefully finish off the rest of this March strong. Already got some mapped out areas, some strong seller delta here. Pretty much from the 24 540s down to the 433s. This is where sellers so far have shown some good strength here. Some key areas that I'm looking for. One, I've got a signal here at the 24 587 for a short. And I've got a pretty large unbalanced volume area for sellers here that ranges from the 24 632 down to the 24 596. To the downside, we've got some key levels here at the 24 418 and the 403, and we've got a scalping opportunity here and a larger buyer unbalanced volume area sitting at the 24 234.75, and this goes down to the 24 188. Some good ones here to map out. Mapped out a few trades here in gold already this morning. Nice reaction to the first band. Nice reaction to the second band. Nice reaction to the third band. All of these levels have played out extremely well. Each and every level has had a really nice reaction too. So we've got one more remaining at the 45.11 in gold. I'm giving away a 50K Lucid Pro Eval here this morning. Just type in the word footprint into the YouTube chat. You'll be entered to win. It will be at a random time, so not a set time here, but it will be before 10:30 a.m. So stay and watch, see how I trade, see how I find pockets of areas to scalp from just based on volume. And you might learn a few things. So we're kind of in a dead zone right here. Obviously, we've been kind of consolidating in this area. So they've pretty much balanced everything out here. We hoping to see if they move into a new pocket of volume here, see if they leave some clues here for us this morning to scalp from. Hopefully we can get some of this red into green. If not, expand this red down a little bit further and see if we can get some scalping opportunities from really where our point of control is currently sitting at. AP, good morning. Paul, good morning. Tekken, good morning. Burham, Lip Kumar, Smooth Operator, good morning. Joe, Karen, Rob, William, Keith, Steve, Joe. Let's have a morning here. All right, nice little push here. That's what I was kind of hoping for. And with that push, we have now reduced the selling area all the way up to here. And now we've got a new band where buyers have finally shown some strength. So now we are currently looking like this. And we'll see if we can find some Pockets of unbalanced volume sitting down here. We do have our yesterday's high sitting up here at the 24,550. We did tap into it once already here this morning. All right, so we already got an area here where they have left unbalanced here at the 24,568, targeting the 24,482 and the 24,455. So currently ATR sitting at about 21. I don't want to be trading into this red zone, so I'm pretty much, I got my TP set at the 20, I think it's about 18 and a half points here with a stop of, what is that? About 13 points, maybe 12 and a half points. Okay, not a fan of that sweep right here. I'll drop down to a 30 footprint here and see if I can maybe get a confirmation on some bigger volume sitting down here. Yeah, they tapped right into the 480s. It was a good liquidity area right there. Let's take a look at the larger time frame footprint here. Okay, nothing really to adjust there. Samir, good morning. J Loves, good morning. Burham, I sure do. Okay, now what looks a little bit more apparent to me here would be a move like this. Right here to a sweep, then to our area of target. So, be prepared. There's a tap. Let's see if they sweep down. I'm only interested if they sweep this low here at the 455. Okay. Did not get a flip there. No flip. Switching over to my 60 range. Let's see if we get anything here. I don't think we are. All right. No trade. Let's see what the 120 is showing us. If anything here. Don't really want to take this trade on the 120, even though this might give us the signal on the 120. Just not enough spacing here for me to get, 30 to 40 points. A little too tight. But this might give you a flip here, negative delta with a green positive footprint here. Just not the perfect setup that I'm looking for. I was hoping to get something either on the 30 or the 60 just to minimize risk there a little bit. And to have some spacing to get in, to still take a TP in this green zone. So keyword for today's giveaway, 50K Lucid account, Lucid Pro account is footprint. So just type in footprint. You only got to do it once. My system will automatically exclude duplicates. And the drawing will be held before 10:30 a.m. So it'll be a random time. Call out the winner, and the winner will have 2 minutes. I'll put a 2-minute timer on the screen. They just type in thanks, and we'll get you the code over. This Friday is our cash profit Friday, so 5% of my session, my total session P&L is given away. So you can tune in on Friday for that. Okay, I'm going to be watching this 120 range candle extremely close here. See if we flip this red. All this green is going to go to red then. And then we might have some trading opportunities above us for some shorts. So watching this candle pretty closely here. You can see here, perfect example. Buyers are trying to buoy this market right here. This is kind of like their line in the sand currently. And we'll see if the sellers can take them over or if the buyers do put their footprint down, no pun intended, put their footprint down and maybe consider this to be fair value for the morning. We'll see. To me, it looks like sellers are going to overtake here. All right, so now we've got negative delta here, so no flip just yet, so nothing to change here. All right, switch over here to my 60. Buyers hitting this hard. Sorry, sellers. Okay. Nothing to do there. A lot of liquidity that just got sucked up there. This to me looks like an exhaustion play here. Kind of like this play for a long here. I'm going to try here to get, let's see if I can get right to this 30-point mark here. Let's see what the 5's at, sitting at 42. Let's bump this guy up to right here. All right, seller's got me on that one. Let's see what else we could find here. I'll be right back. All right. Let's take a look here. Nothing here. Nothing here yet. So currently, sellers left this pretty big area here unbalanced. He did, yeah, yesterday. My son got, he lost his two Top Step funded accounts. Was able to make, like, I think 800 on his Legends funded account, so he's pretty close to a payout with them. But he pretty much got destroyed on the news volatility, that headline. If you guys remember yesterday, those spikes. Luckily, I took a really nice trade before that, and I was pretty much done for the day. Do have a setup here on the ES at the 67.2750, targeting the 66.32 and the 66.34. I'm watching. We also do have a pretty big unbalanced volume area sitting down here for buyers. Yeah, he had about he's got brackets set at $200. He said he took like two losses, for one for like $300, one for, he said like 280, and then he had a bigger one. I'm assuming he was probably chasing there. See if we can find maybe some areas here to scalp. That just practically tapped right into it. I kind of missed that one. I missed there by a few, about a point and a half there. I'm going to take a short here. I cut my risk here at about 11 points, and we're going to be targeting 26 points here. See if we get a reaction here off that zone. Let's see what the 1 is sitting at. Let's reduce risk down right. Let's say right here is good. Come on. Come on. Give me a drop here. Ah. And that was a good flip there, too. Oh, we weren't able to make it all the way to target. Did I? Oh my God. I did it again. I cannot fucking believe I just did that again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very quick. Calm down. Calm down. Get rid of these levels. We don't need these anymore. Wow. That's a good fucking thing. It's the one time where you didn't want to have your stop trailing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Kind of laughing to myself because I remember a comment that that we were talking about on maybe Monday or Friday of last week. Somebody had asked if I was on that Tradeify show, and I said no. What if I was to hit the sell button when I was trying to buy in front of everybody? And I just remember all the comments that you'd be tortured on stream, and here I am doing it. At least it's on my channel. Wow, that was dumb. All right, let's see if we can actually sell this time at this reaction area. I'll put the 60 range down here, See maybe if we could spot something a little bit bigger. One minute's got about a 25 point ATR. Yeah, risk off would have been nice. Risk off would have been great. And the funny thing is that I was even upset that I left probably this was the move down here. So I left that was about 18 points. That's the only thing I was a little upset about. Until I saw my P&L going up. So no joke, I think this is the third time I've done this in about a 60-day period. And prior to that, I can't even count, not even on one hand, if I've done that mistake. And it's been 3 times. And that's one of the freaking things I got in my journal. It's like one of the first things I have on my thing. Focus in on every single click. It'd be the easy part to do. Let's see if we get a push here. Let's go to split screen here. Come on, tap in. Tap in. That was a good flip right there. All right, let's see if we get a flip here. Nothing yet. Tough to watch here, tough to watch. I'll just take this out already. That would have worked out nicely. Let's take a look up here. Let's see what, if anything has gone on. All right, so buyers came back right here. So the 5-minute ATR is sitting at 45. See if we can get a push into this pretty large unbalanced volume area. See if we can get into like the seller zone up here. Just taking a quick peek here at the ES. ES has got a pretty strong liquidity pocket sitting right here. I think he was kind of just stuck right here. I'd like to see them take out the 660s if they could. Let's take a short here on the ES. Drop this guy. And they might come after the 660s, so let me just put right here. Kind of a bigger trade for me, but we'll see here how this plays out. I'll see if I can manage my stop there. So ATR on the ES right now in the 5 minutes 14. So I'll bring this back down to like right around here. And we'll see what we can get there. Down here on the NQ. I'd like to see the NQ. Oh, the NQ did tap in. All right. Let's see if we can take a short on both of these here. So my layer of protection here on the ES is at the 6250. I'm at the 62. So I guess I'm going to have to give myself maybe one more point here. Hate to do it, but at least affords me the best protection here. All right, big absorption there by buyers. This is going to be the final spot here. See if I can get a pretty strong move to the downside from here. And they do have the 35s, which is where my TP is really at. That's a great place for them to finish an auction out. So we'll see if we get the bounce there. If they attack it again, my stop's going to get hit. So I'll see if I can reduce risk here somehow. That's actually a decent flip right here, so I'm going to reduce risk down to about 11 points now. Yeah, there's nothing left for them there. So if they come after it, they're going to take my stop, so might as well reduce risk there. We'll see if we could just continue to manage the trade here a little bit. And I'm going to take a short here on the NQ as well. See if we get a quick 30 points here. Let's take a look at the ES, see how the ES is doing. Not too good. That was a strong, holy shit. They came right back at the 62s. Finish off the auctions there. They're going to knock my stop there. On the NQ and the ES. Got smoked. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. And that was the move right there. The top of the box, 6250s. That was the last piece of liquidity there. This is going to drop like a fucking mallet. That was it. Came after that last piece of liquidity that I saw on Bookmap. Let's just watch it together. That was dirty. I'll be right back. I'll do the giveaway sooner than later. All right, let me prep up the let me prep up the giveaway here. I am definitely going to call it a day. That is definitely max loss territory. Let's get my stream. All right, for those of you in the Lucid giveaway, I'll give you guys 1 more minute here to type in footprint. That's the keyword. And I will load the comments from there. Let's do timer. All right, timer set. It's not Lucid, it's footprint. Footprint is the keyword. All right, here we go. We got our timer here. Sorry, this I gotta get ready first. Load comments. Keyword. Spinning. Exclude duplicates. Filter by hashtag. Footprint. All right, now we're ready. All right, here we go. 75 people in. All right, smooth operator 23970. N70, sorry. Smooth operator 23 N70. Just type in thanks in the chat. You've got 2 minutes starting right now. Smooth operator 23 N70. Just type in thanks into the chat and you'll be the winner. If we don't get it within a minute and 45 seconds, we will re-spin the wheel. Smooth operator 23 N70. It takes all the entries from when I started the stream, so they might not be watching right now. I didn't set a time for it, so. Smooth operator 23N70 has claimed it. Perfect. All right, and smooth operator, give me 1 second. I'm going to type my email address here. All right, smooth operator, I gave you my email address there, traderrob@robstrades.com. Just send me an email and I'll send you the code there. Well, today was a doozy of a day. Mistake on second trade. So increased my position size yesterday. And obviously the timing wasn't great. Ended up taking an NQ and an ES trade, both for some pretty big dollar amounts, pretty big moves there, and got burnt on pretty much all 3 of my trades here this morning. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Make sure smooth operator send me an email. I think you already responded in there. Yeah, he's in there. All right. Take care, you guys. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Hopefully, like to see my accounts back down to 0. Now, my only concern is that the group that I was trading today was the closest that I had to payout, which is really going to suck. But now I've got, I don't know, probably about $1,200 left on the remaining trailing drawdown on those. Those are all legacies on the PAs. The LUCIDs took a hit, but I think I'm more than fine on the LUCIDs. Those are all in profit. Cash took a hit. Cash took a big hit today. Both cash accounts down $473. That's nasty. The PAs are all down $920 for the day. That's a big hit. And for those of you guys watching my channel from November of last year, I think my biggest loss to date was around 3,600, something like that. But, you know, when you increase position size, you have a bad day. This was obviously a terrible day of trading, but you just kind of have to come back. I'm going to cut it off for today and kind of regroup and try to come back tomorrow stronger. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow.